Hello everyone. In this presentation, we will be talking about how does automation help decent work and economic growth. So first things first, what is automation? Automation is the technology by which a process or procedure is performed with minimal human assistance. It helps make processes more efficient and reliable. Major industries that use automation are automotive industry and manufacturing industries, which include companies like pharmaceutical and food companies. The UN Sustainable Development Goal that we chose was decent work and economic growth. So basically, this goal promotes and focuses on sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic development with the opportunity of decent work for all. It also focuses on increasing employment opportunities and therefore reducing unemployment. We chose this SDG because automation directly impacts economic growth and quality of work. For example, automation creates better jobs because more automation means more engineers needed to maintain the machines, which increases the availability of higher jobs in the job market, which also makes work more decent as people will focus on higher education in order to get high paid jobs, therefore connecting this goal perfectly with automation.
There are a number of outcomes of automation. As a positive outcome, it makes the production process more efficient. Companies produce faster and more products. Producing faster and more products makes them cheaper. It also creates new job areas, which require skilled and educated people, such as engineers and technicians. These new jobs offer higher wages. Overall, it improves the welfare of people and faster economic growth. When we look at from other side, we see unemployment as a negative effect because it causes loss of jobs in the short term. However, this problem will disappear in the future. According to World Economic Forum, machines will create 58 million more jobs than they replace. It can be seen clearly that the advantages of automation far outweigh the disadvantages.
So it's important to note that job automation is not an old concept, and there are many examples of jobs that have been automated in the past. A good example of this would be factory workers. So the number of factory workers has decreased significantly because of automation. In fact, in China, up to 90% of workers have already been replaced by machines. Another good example would be cashiers. Although they still exist today, self-checkout service has been introduced, which has decreased the number of cashiers in supermarkets significantly. Another good example would be switchboard operators. So this was a very old job where people would have to physically plug in plugs into different jacks to physically connect calls. And due to technological advancements, this process is fully computerized, which has eliminated this job. And lastly, we have stock traders. So there used to be floors full of stock traders that would buy and sell stocks for different clients. But due to technology, this process is computerized, so there's no need for stock traders anymore, although I do believe that some of them still exist today.
We can give you many examples about automated jobs, but there are the well-known ones. Firstly, buses, taxis, trucks, and cars become more clever by automation. For example, nowadays, more cars have line-keeping system in order to prevent crashes on road. Secondly, most of insurance companies are using insurance underwriters by controlling automated machines and coding system to insure people more safely. Thirdly, customer services are giving more opportunity to help people fastly by automation. The fourth one, food industry are generally using automation because they want to produce healthier foods by zero touch. Lastly, car washers are working by human force, but today they gave their jobs to machines, which is automated.
Automation in real life. The most difficult issue faced is processing while starting up a business. It's nearly impossible for a handful of people to sustain all the upcoming orders they get. So thus automation can aid them with the most logical processing so they can carry out without further delay. Automation is the most efficient and efficient way to drive a business. It can be said that automation can be proportional to the profit, and it is valid especially for vending machines, self-checkout stores, and a variety of jobs where it is computer operated. It also saves a lot of money and tends to make less mistakes than humans. A business, depending on their products, can be at least 40% automated and run by computers, which can increase their profit by at least half the amount. The graph beside above shows the approximate growth upon having automation, as a company can save a lot of money on workers that will do labor and train them into a more professional job through automation. Most of the money saved from workers can be used to refine products and the growth of the company. The picture below shows how much we can safely automate. This data was conducted by Google and a KPMG report.